Hello everyone and welcome to the first Hunger Games of round 42. Today I bring you 36 contestants all competing for the grand prize of $100 million. Now, I was sitting here just kind of thinking to myself as I was setting this up, staring at the pictures since it randomized them all, and I got my top 3. We have this dude because, God, I love that getup. Then we have Jump Street. Look what they did to my boy. And then, of course, myself. Honestly, if you guys ever wanted to know what I look like in the real world, picture this, but with longer hair. That's about it. That's right there, the summation of me. But before I babble and have to reset and redo the intro all over again, let's get on with it. The Bloodbath. As the tributes stand on the podium, the horn sounds. Jump Street runs away from the cornucopia. Alk runs away from the cornucopia. God, it's gonna be weird hearing my own name. Corrupt runs away from the cornucopia. Stoner runs away from the cornucopia. Robocop runs away from the cornucopia. Also, bear with me here. I think I'm getting sick. So that's going to be fun. Thank you, cold weather. Oh, God. Rose runs away from the cornucopia. And off the gate, our best looking on the house, ZYZZ strangles Price with a rope. Also, Price, I think that picture suits you pretty well, too. Z Diesel grabs a shovel. Miku Miku clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Look at that smirk bastard's face. Yorichi grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Deal with me. Oh. The phlegm, it's thick and moist. Now you have to think about that. Ashley Graves gathers as much food as she can before darting off into the woods. Bubba Ray grabs a jar of fishing bait while Polyvich gets fishing gear. Aw, they're gonna team up. Gangster Zero runs away from the cornucopia. Flick runs away from the cornucopia. Slaggy finds a bag full of explosives. Did I say Slaggy? Oh my god. Slappy. Sorry, Slappy. Succumb runs away from the cornucopia. Chilling runs away from the cornucopia. McSwitched runs away from the cornucopia. Bluntosaurus runs away from the cornucopia. Come on, guys, do something. The Diamond takes a handful of throwing knives. David runs away from the cornucopia. Cow 2, Mello, Pat, and Imocho share everything they gathered before running. Which, I mean, if they're running in different directions, I don't know how that helped them, but, you know, here we are. Captain Toe runs away from the cornucopia. Slots runs away from the cornucopia. Also, yes, Slots, we all want to get high. But this is a game. You gotta get your head in the game, so you don't get it chopped off. Fax runs away from the cornucopia. Sanchi runs away from the cornucopia. Oh, I just thought of an idea for a game in the future where people lose their heads because just a cleaver sweeps across the whole map. And only the short survive. Shout out to the Diamond. El Chaco runs away from the cornucopia. Holy Mountain runs away from the cornucopia. The Pingu grabs a backpack not realizing it's empty. And Casablanca retrieves a trident from inside the cornucopia. I mean, look at this dude's face. Obviously hung like a fucking ox. He had to have the trident to, you know. 2 big pieces, 2 big staffs, if you will. And Farm KP grabs a sword. Day 1. Pat hunts for the tributes. Z Diesel and Miku track down and kill Ashley Graves. Woof. Woof. That's fucked up, guys. Y'all had to team up just to kill Ashley? That's fucked. Mostly on Miku's part. Z Diesel, you get passed, but this guy, he doesn't get passed for shit. Holy Mountain and Bubba Ray work together for the day. Casablanca, our hung horse motherfucker. Sanchi, Cow 2, and Succumb track down and kill Slappy. What? Guys, Jesus, I thought 2-on-1 was bad, but y'all just went 4-on-1. Poor Slappy. Had to be called Slaggy, and then everyone teamed up on him and killed him. It's fucked up, guys. Slut steals from Mello while she isn't looking. Bulbasaurus fishes. The Diamond makes a wooden spear. Also, I don't remember saying his name. I don't know where he was in the beginning. I knew he was in here, but I don't remember saying his name in the beginning for things that happened. Anyways, I'm questioning my sanity right now, too. Stoner5278 questions her sanity. Mocho overpowers Corrupt, killing her. Oof. RIP Corrupt. Still thinking of that $140 million loan for the X5 Finder. I'll never forget it. David runs away from Rose. Honestly, it should be the other way around. Everyone runs from David. Yorichi sets off an explosive, killing Alk. That's fucked up. How you just gonna kill me like that? With an explosive of all things? Ouch. And on day 1, no less. I mean, let's be honest, it tracks with my kind of accidental. Yorichi probably didn't even mean it. I just walked over, saw a shiny button, pressed it, and went boom. It was tragic, really. Blood mist everywhere. Day 1, didn't even stand a chance. ZYZZ searches for a water source. Chilling fishes. Robocop and Fam KP fight Jump Street and Flick. Robocop and KP survive, which means Jump Street and Flick just got murderized. Don't worry, Jump Street. You can cry with me in the other section for the losers. Gangster Zero travels to higher ground to survey the land. El Chaco discovers a river. Maybe the one Chilling is fishing out right now. Polly Bitch overhears the Pingu and McSwitch talking in the distance, but decides not to investigate because that sounds like problems. And Captain Toe begs for Fax to kill him. She refuses, keeping Captain Toe alive. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Didn't even get a murder in a one. Night 1. Yorichi lets Polly Bitch into her shelter. Wow. Better watch out, Polly, after what they did to me. Casablanca, our hung horse brother, Farm KP, and Rose cheerfully sing songs together. I wonder what they're singing. Miku Miku stays awake all night, waiting for Auk to show up, but little did he know, I pressed a button and went boom. The diamond begs for Fax to kill her. She refuses, keeping the diamond alive. Come on, Fax, that's the second person that has been like, here, take me. And you're like, nah, not today. Z Diesel stays awake all night. Imocho, Chilling, ZYZ, and Slots tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Pat begs for Sanchi to kill her. She refuses, keeping Pat alive. Woo! That one I agree with. We gotta keep Pat alive. David questions her sanity. Bubba Ray convinces El Chaco to snuggle with her. We all know what happens. And it's probably not what you dirty fucks are thinking. It's snapped necks. That's what happens when this happens. Stoner 5278, Holy Mountain, Blantosaurus, and Cow2 tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Robocop sees a fire but remains hidden. Mello, Captain Toe, the Pingu, and Gangster tell each other stories to lighten the mood. Drink break. Courtesy of Slurping, brought to you by Alk and Alk Incorporated. McSwitched received clean water from an unknown sponsor, and Succumbed attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Day 2. Stoner 5278 overpowers Mello, killing her. It's kind of ironic. These two were randomly bought into the games by someone else and ended up killing each other. Robocop tries to sleep through the entire day. In the little alcove we found. Nice tall grass, deep tunnel. Pretty cozy. Fam KP makes a wooden spear. Trying to live up to the name. Farm KP, not Fam KP. Jesus Christ, I need to get it together. Holy Mountain defeats Blantosaurus in a fight, but spares her life. The Pingu tries to spearfish with a trident. Yorichi sets off an explosive from an... Oh no, receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Rose runs away from Slots. Polly Bitch diverts David's attention and runs away. Honestly, Polly, I agree. Miku Miku collects fruit from a tree like a fucking scrub. Honestly, if someone doesn't decapitate him or shoot him with an arrow, I'm gonna be very upset. Succumb receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. And Chilling stalks ZYZY, or ZZ. Captain Toe, Gangster Zero, Mocho, Fax, and Cow hunt further tributes. McSwitched goes hunting. Pat and the Diamond work together for the day. Bubba Ray injures herself. Casablanca injures himself too, and I wonder on what. Probably tripped over that, Sanchi tries to sleep through the entire day. El Chaco sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. And Z Diesel camouflages himself into the bushes. Arena event. A tsunami rolls into the area. Yorichi survives. The Pingu survives. El Chaco and Rose smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving them both to drown. Oh god, you should have seen it. The waves just came down, picture them crashing from each side. And they both hit together. And they're washed away in the flood. ZYZZ holds Captain Toe under the water to drown. God, that's brutal, ZY. Why you gotta be like that? Succumb survives. Farm KP survives. Fax holds McSwitch underwater to drown. Jesus, you guys are brutal. Blantosaurus survives. Z Diesel survives. Miku Miku survives. Aww. Someone should have held him underwater to drown. He deserves it. In-game, Mike. The Diamond is swept away. Stoner 5278 survives. Pat defeats Bubba Ray but throws her in the water to make sure she dies. Damn, Pat. Damn. Holy Mountain defeats Chilling but throws her into the water to make sure she dies. Y'all are just like, yeah, I got you, but you know what? Kick. Just right into the water. Polly, not you too, Polly. Polly bitch defeats Sanchi but throws her in the water to make sure she dies. Y'all are fucked up. I don't know what's worse, throwing them into the water after you defeat them, or holding them underwater to make them drown. Imocho holds Robocop under the water to drown. Slot survives. George and Gangster 2 smash their heads together as the tsunami rolls in, leaving them both to drown. Yikes. And Casablanca could not use his horse-hung mother thing that I can't mention on here, or I'll get copyright struck, is swept away. It turns out it cannot be used as a flotation device. And David survives. If y'all don't kill off David and Miku by the end of this, I'm gonna have to do things, very terrible things. Like give them money. It's terrible. 13 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 2. Holy Mountain stabs Slots while his back is turned. R.I.P. Slots. Miku thinks about winning, and I'm hoping that he doesn't. Stoner 5278 bashes Bluntosaurus' head against a rock several times. I mean, it was brutal. Man strode out of the woods, rolled up a joint just mid-walk, lit it, and then just said, bow, bow. It was very blunt. Oh, I'm going to hell. I'll meet y'all there, though. David and Pat hold hands. Aw, David and Pat. You know what? I ship that. This celebrity romance, it's gonna last. Polybitch overpowers Z-Dizzle, killing him. Yorichi quietly hums as they sit in the back of a tree, just rocking back and forth, completely scared out of their wits. They'll get it together, though. They'll come around. I think they're the one who murdered me. I already forgot who murdered me. Succumb receives explosives from an unknown sponsor. Fax receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Oh yeah, I was killed with an explosive, but set off by who I don't remember. I think it might have been Yorichi. ZYZZ sets off an explosive, killing the Pingu, Farm KP, and Imocho. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Oh no, Pat, why? Pat strangles one of our top 3. My favorite to win. Pat strangles ZYZZ with a rope. It was graphic. You know, ZY was just sitting in a tree, all loving it and shit. He blew up those 3 people, and as he's crawling down, walking away, Pat's just slowly lurking behind him, and gets up behind him with a rope. If you're familiar with, what do they call them in Russia? Oh, it's basically where it's the metal rope, or the metal wire that they use to saw people's heads off. It's a Russian-based killing device from like World War II or some shit. The garrote wire. Except with a rope. Picture that. Succumb fights Succumb also strangles Fax with a rope. We didn't catch that because we were focused on what happened to Pat and ZY, but that also happened at the same time. Yes, I know, we should get more cameras in the studio, but like I said, we can't afford them. Stoner 5278 decides not to go to the feast. Yorichi decides not to go to the feast. Holy Mountain decides not to go to the feast. Miku decides not to go to the feast. Polybitch decides not to go to the feast. And David decides not to go to the feast. And if I'm being honest, after these 2 were strangled with a rope, it was probably best that the rest of you didn't show up. Day 3. Scum receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Miku tries to sleep through the entire day. Pat runs away from Holy Mountain. Yorichi searches for a water source. Stoner 5278 just fishes. They're just chilling, enjoying life. And Polybitch and David split up to search for resources. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, as well as my slurping. Delicious. R.I.P. the legend. Night 3. Stoner 5278 quietly hums. Succumb fends Polybitch, Yorichi, and Pat away from her fire. Miku and Holy Mountain hold hands. Okay, hold up. I ship it. Still gonna end with a snap neck, but you know. David attempts to start a fire, but is unsuccessful. Just like he attempted to beat me in VT and didn't make it. Oops. Day 4. Pat collects fruit from a tree. Probably the same tree Miku found the fruit in, because there's only like 5 trees with fruit in this entire place. Stoner 5278 questions her sanity. David and Polybitch work together for the day. Succumb, Miku, and Holy Mountain start fighting, but Miku runs away as Succumb kills Holy Mountain. Ooh woo. And Yorichi thinks about home, and if they'll ever see it again. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Night 4. As Pat was climbing down from that tree, he slipped, slicing his leg. Little did he know that is a very poisonous tree. So he's trying to treat his infection right now. Maybe someone will airdrop him some medical supplies or something. And succumb after wandering the woods for days and nights, 3 of them to be exact. Finally succumbs and dies from thirst. I didn't even... that wasn't a joke. That did not meant to come out like that, but you know. And Stoner5278 sets off explosive, killing Yorichi, Polybitch, and David. Fuck David. And then Miku thinks about winning. Miku, you're not having it, I swear. If it's you... I can't say anything, but I would. Day 5. Holy crap. Miku cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Beautiful. Oh, there could not have been any better death in the game. And then Stoner5278 accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it, making... Oh, wait, hold on. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. And that leaves our only person alive, our winner for the game, Pat from District 9. Woo! Ooh, congratulations, Pat. Didn't even see it coming. Oh, that's beautiful. Honestly, I'm still stuck on Miku just nose diving right at the end there. Here's how everyone did. ZY, I was rooting for you, man. I really was. And myself, but, you know, I got killed like a chump at the beginning. Let's see. Where was I murderized? I was killed in an explosion. Yeah, Yorichi. Well, everyone, I hope you did enjoy. Congratulations to Pat, our winner. And I'll see you in the next one.